talking Virgin Atlantic here.
Now listen, we're going to have a bit of an extended intro because Robert has to whisk off. But I mean, so listen, if there's anything you want to ask about, I actually haven't seen the film.
No, so we kind of have
Phil,
to...
set it up. Set it up.
So this is the last showing of the last showing today. Hey! We got that! Oh,
okay. Too late.
Yeah, so last showing, well, obviously trying to avoid spoilers, last showings. Robert Englund's character Stuart is a disgruntled projectionist. He's made redundant.
Disgruntled.
Because it's going digital, he used to be up there, and decides to trap this lovely couple inside a cinema and make his own horror film. So it's kind of a meta horror. We're commenting on horror as well as having some fun.
Yeah, so there's a lot of sort of little nest eggs in it.
Yes.
Eggs in it.
Yeah, watch out for the film references. Yeah.
Now, how did you and Alex meet? We want to know that.
When did we meet? About 5 years ago, I was still working in distribution at the 20th Century Fox and desperately wanted to work in production. And one day Phil rang me, and I nearly thought that was like a call
Crazy
centre,
yeah.
and I nearly hung up, and I'm really glad I didn't. And it was,
And you wrote it for Robert specifically?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, hopefully, it's so hard not to give this away. Hopefully you enjoy some of the scenes of Robert's kind of talking about horror and the state of the industry and genre. And as I was writing, you're thinking, there's no one else who can play this role. You can bring this weight, to audiences as much as Robert would. But we thought never in a million years would we get him to do it. And then it was Alex who said, "No, fuck it, let's just send him the script," And we were just very relieved that we did.
And my agent and myself, I couldn't put it down. There's an old, I read an old Playboy interview years ago with Paul Newman. He said, you always read a script from start to finish. You never put it down. You don't read it like a book and put a bookmark in it. You have to read it all at once because you get a sense of the reel that you're in and the 90 minutes and the timing of it. And so I read it like that, and I could hear the clock ticking, and I could feel all of the suspense working in it. And I told my agent, I said, I want to do this. I don't care. They don't know it now. I mean, Alex and now I would better come for free. Except for the rain in Manchester. I would have been there for free. My summer was a bit more damp, but between the Minions and the rain. But I mean, I got to stand next to the lovely Emily Barrington, and I got to share my marks with Finn Jones, who's terrific in the film. So between the support I got from Phil and his writing and his confidence in me as an actor, and my lovely co-stars, it was never a question of not doing this.
Emily, we've seen you in between us two recently. You've been in 24, but why?
Look, her fingers have grown back.
Why are you particularly interested in this? Why did you want to do it? Did he talk you into it? What happened? I mean, was it because working with the legend Robert?
I had to be like, please can I be there? No, I read it and I just thought it was a really good story, a really good idea. I didn't think of it as a horror film or anything. I just thought of it as, your agents would say this is a horror film. You just read the script, and I thought, what a brilliant, terrifying idea, a great thriller, a really good part, like not your average kind of just screaming blonde girl. She's a real character, and I thought it was amazing. As soon as I heard Robert was attached, and that sealed the deal.
And they actually filmed it in a view
Yeah. This one right now.
And of course, it was actually operating as a cinema. And of course, there was like Despicable Me was showing. So they were like coming out from like midnight,
Oh no, I mean Finn had to wear blood for the last third of the movie. He had this because I hit him with it.
Oh, spoilers!
Finn is bloody, and Finn's bloody, and she's bloody, and I'm bloody. We're all bloody, bloody. And we would come out. We thought we could shoot until noon, and I'm sure Alex thought we could shoot until noon. But around 10 in the morning, they had this humongous hit in Northern England of Despicable Me. It was last summer's go-to family film. So we would be walking around the lobby with blood all over us, and Finn especially looked bad. And
And there would be these beautiful little English schoolgirls with Hello Kitty backpacks on, with their mums and their dads coming, to the Saturday matinee or the Monday matinee, and it would be 10 in the morning. They wanted to touch the minions in the lobby, and there was like blood stains, where we dragged them in across the floor. It was like, and I just kept thinking, any minute now, we're gonna lose this location.
That's what I was
You like working in England, Robert, don't you? I mean, you're an Anglophile, really. I mean,
No, I am, and the great thing is my wife Nancy came over at the end, and she managed to get us in a little tiny pub hotel near Salisbury, and I had a little bit of summer after all the rain in Manchester, and I looked down the River Avon with a green tunnel of trees and little beautiful naked English babies with swans in the water, and I drank myself silly, and I marched and saw the Magna Carta. Yes, he did something for his
what's this England?
So I love working here. I'm an Anglophile. I went to school here.
But no, listen. So we can't give too much away because that's the problem.
And now we know that Finn gets bloody. Oh shit!
Listen, we hope you like the movie. Really, I mean, the last 2 screenings have gone really well. We're really very pleased. And so I'd like to say thanks to Phil Hawkins, Alex Baranska, Emily Barrington, and of course the famous monster of film.
And just a warning, you guys are at, and listen, I know this guy loves the meta of this, but this is the midnight screening of the midnight movie of the last showing of the last showing at Fright Fest, the premiere. So trust me, watch your goddamn popcorn, kids.